Hey guys! Is this gonna be my first YouTube video? Probably, because now I'm gonna have to record videos like this. Hi, if you do not know me, my name is Axa, and this is Not Hooker, the place where we're gonna be talking about all things crochet, knitting, and anything else that tickles my fancy. Today we're gonna talk about what I made in 2025. Now, this video is a little bit late. I know that. My followers kept encouraging me that I should film this earlier, and guess what? I didn't! And you'd be asking, why the did you do this earlier? Because I got a new mic, and I didn't know if it was going to work, and I got a new phone, and I didn't know how I was going to film, and so I was procrastinating, and anyways, you don't even want to know about that shit. You don't know me. Clearly. Okay. So anywho, let's get into it. So for the month of January, I started a goal in the beginning of 2025. I was going to finish all of my projects. Like I was going to finish all of my whips, and I had a big pile of them in the corner of my room. Now, so some of these projects, they did not start in the year of 2025, but I did finish them in the year of 2025, so I'm going to count them because some of them had different varying lengths of things that needed to be completed. Now, I don't remember the order of which I finished them, so I guess fuck around and find out, I guess. So anywho, so the first one were these leg warmers. I'm going to insert a picture. Are they cute? So these ones were knit, and that's it. I never wore them again. Yeah, but it was like I finally like faced my fears and I decided to knit something up, and I found this random leg warmer pattern online somewhere, and then I made them. Yeah. Okay. And then I never wore them again because I don't wear baby pink and I don't now wear white. As you can see from my interior design, I do not have anything pink except for the yarn on the shelf. That doesn't count. Okay. So, next thing that I made was finished was this cardigan. Now, you may be thinking, "Wow, you really finished that." So, I started this like 2, 3 years ago, actually. Yeah. And I assembled it and I sewed it, but guess what? I never tucked in the ends. No, I never tucked in the ends, honey. So that's what I did. I tucked in all the ends. I sat my fat ass down and I tucked in those fun ends. And now did I enjoy it? No, but I did it because I had to, and I told myself that I would. So that also happened in January. Another project that I finished was my star blanket. I think I finished it in January or I finished it in February. It was still cold outside, but basically I finished it. I started it in like November of last year, and I sucked at it. I didn't know how to make a star blanket. It's supposed to be finished in 6 days. That did not happen. And also I wanted to make a star blanket in the first place because my sister suggested, and she said to me, "Oh, that's going to be really cool." And I said to her, um no. Actually, guys, there's so much drama. I got to tell you this, okay? Listen. So, my sister's friend had another friend and they had fallen out, but she had bought a bunch of yarn to make her a blanket as a gift for her new baby. But now that they weren't talking anymore, she couldn't make that blanket anymore. And then that bag of yarn had been sitting in her house for at least 6 months and gathering a lot of bad energy because she was like, I can't make this for my friend anymore because my friend hates me now and I don't know what to do about it. Can you please give it away to somebody else? So I heard your sister crochet to give it to her. So then my sister gave me yarn. And then I looked at it and I said, that's ugly as fuck. I wear orange. I like orange, but I didn't like this color or orange. And I was like, but everyone was raving about the 6-day star blanket. So I was like, okay, let me make this 6-day star blanket. So I start making it up, right? One day I'm in class, a girl's looking at me. She's like, hey, I really like that. It looks really pretty. I went, I'm gonna make it for you. So then I started working on it much more than I was before because I swear I was not gonna finish that thing. And January comes around and I went, okay, I guess we're gonna work every single day on the star blanket. So I started bringing it to work and I was crocheting it every single day. And then lo and behold, the star blanket was finished. And we're not even at the end of the year. Not even at the end of the year. I don't remember what day it was finished. Um, but sometime in January, February, March, I don't know, one of those months, I finished a lot of things at the beginning of the year. So that was something really fun that I did. Editor X again. Something else that I made was a Scooty hood. It's really cute. It was a gift. The person never wore it. This was also in January, by the way. Don't remember what I finished next. Actually, I think it was another star blanket. I was going to be leaving my job. I believe it was in March. I was a server. I hated it. I said I was going to get another job. I don't know why I did this because I was actually kind of happier at here than I was somewhere else. But anyways, that's another thing. And the cook there, he was having a baby girl. And he made these bomb ass burgers. I love you, man. I don't remember your name, but I love you so much. You were so handsome. Anywho, so I crocheted him a star blanket and a baby bunny for his baby girl. Oh my gosh. And I like worked tirelessly and I made sure my hair wasn't in it and everything. And I never made a TikTok about it because I hate plushies. I hated making this, but I finished it and I did it and I gave it to him. So that was really great. So next thing that I crocheted was something else. I hope you can remind me like you know my life. Don't you know my life? Don't you know what I made next? So the next thing that I finished was a pair of pants. Now, I had completely crocheted each of the panels and I blocked both of the panels, but there was one last thing that I needed to do. I needed to sew the lining in it. And you know what I did? I procrastinated that shit. One day I decided I'm going to ruin my mom's sewing machine, my hands, and my dignity to finish these pants. So I did exactly that. I jammed my mom's sewing machine and I hand sewed some of it and my hands hurt, but I did not give a fuck. I sewed the lining in and then I crocheted closed and then there you go. We got these pants, which are heavy as fuck. I would make these again, but I would make them in a different material. So I use sugar and cream yarn. Everyone say boo, we don't do that shit. I know, but I did it because I had a bunch of yarn and I was like, let's get rid of it. So I started crocheting with it and then I actually had to buy more yarn to finish the pants. But I don't have any yarn left over, so that's good. Right, guys? Right? Tell me it's okay. It's not okay. All right, that's fine. Anywho. So, then finished the pants. And I did end up wearing them in the summer. The only issue is that they are really cute. I got a lot of compliments. People love them, but they kept falling off of my ass. So, I also changed the waistband. Instead of it being like the way that she said it, I made my own. So there's that too. We'll have a different conversation about that because this is 7 minutes long and you guys do not have an attention span. I heard that you guys hate listening to people talk, but I love to talk. So if you don't like people talking, go somewhere else. I don't give a f. All right. Next thing on the dealio that I made, I don't remember. Oh, the first version of my cathedral sweater was the next project at hand. I think I remember. I don't know. I started something in March. I don't remember when I did any of this. I think. Anyways, so in March I started the next cathedral sweater. The first draft of the cathedral sweater, which is my own original pattern on Ravelry. Please go on Ravelry and buy it. I only have one purchaser. Thank you so much, Nicole. I love you. That's not actually her name. I forgot what her name was, but thank you so much for that purchase. I love you. Anywho, so first draft of the cathedral sweater was made, and for the next few months I was just working on this thing, and it took a long time, and it was actually supposed to be, there was a deadline. I think her birthday was, I drove from in March, April. Her birthday was in April. I didn't finish it until the end of April or the beginning of May. I was like a few weeks late to her birthday, but I finished it and she loved it and it was great. So, but I ended up starting to write my first pattern off of the cathedral sweater. And I also was working on it when my brother was graduating. So the timeline of all this stuff is like really mixed up and I don't remember anything. But anyways, the first draft was finished. But in the middle of me working on that project, while I was waiting, I ran out of yarn and I had to order more yarn from Casey Yarn. So I started another sweater, which was going to be another gift, which was this sweater. The black one. For editing AXA who has no idea what the is. It's the one with the rib cage in the front and the heart in the back. You know that one? Yeah, down. Yeah, that one. You're going to have to take a picture in that now. Which is a problem for future AXA, not me. This one is also a gift. So I don't think my little sister's going to see this and find it. But anyway, so the first one was a gift. I started that one. And then I started making the second sweater, which was really fun. I would just take it with me everywhere I went. And it was like literally so fun. And then I think I'm going to make a second one for myself. Actually, I'm very selfish. There's going to be another pattern coming out this October for it, I believe. Right? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, all right. So that sweater, I don't remember when I finished it. I started it in the middle of me working on the cathedral sweater, and then I got the yarn. I finished the cathedral sweater, and then I finished this sweater. This one was finished, I believe, in the summertime or something. I don't know. I remember I was crocheting it in July, and then the next month I finished it, and then that was it. The next thing that I made, in the middle of that, I also did a test for Binny Crochets, who is on TikTok and Instagram. She's now like my bestie. I love her so much. But anywho, she had this really cute top, summer top. I don't think she's ever going to release this pattern. I don't know if she did. I don't know if she will. But I will tell you that I made the wrong size and that it does not fit me because I'm fat. Not really, actually. I'm very skinny. Yeah, sorry. Nothing wrong with people that are fat, okay? I'm sorry. I'm canceling myself in my first video. It's only been 10 minutes. What is going on? Anywho, so I made this top. Really liked it. Super cute, right? You probably don't care. But the really fun thing that I did is that I crocheted pearls into it for the first time. I've never crocheted pearls or anything appliques into anything before. It was actually really easy, and some people have asked me like, "Oh, what size like beads do you use? What's the size beads do you not use?" And my answer is whatever can fit onto a small crochet hook, like those really small ones, should be fine. You're good. Maybe I'll do another video on this, but I don't feel like explaining that to you right now. The next thing that I made was I started crocheting the second draft of the cathedral sweater to start taking out all of the mistakes that were in it. Oh, I also forgot something else I started making. I made a bikini. I made a bikini. Yeah, guys, I made a bikini. It fits me great, but then I realized after putting it on that I fucking hate bikinis, and I don't know why I wasted my time. I lined it. I lined it with actual fabric. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I hate it so much. The bottoms fit me great. I would wear the bottoms, but the tops, absolutely not. And I also bought some other yarn, because I thought I could make a really cute top. I was gonna make a butter yellow one with brown, and then I had this brown one, blue one with cream, and then after the blue one with cream came out, and I realized that I fucking hate bikinis, and I didn't even know why I did it. I thought it was gonna take 2 days, but it didn't. It took me a whole week to make it. Anywho, after that, I ended up starting making the second draft of my cathedral sweater, and I was working with some nightmare yarn, but that's okay. The reason why was because this sweater was going to be a gift because I do not like the green yarn that I started using. Someone's texting me. Who are you? Oh, there's this guy talking to me. Oh my god. My bad. You just met me and I'm just like airing out all my business. Also, this is fake. The nose ring is fake. Just so you know. And I have to finish this because I'm losing daylight. I started making another cathedral sweater. This one was to take out all of the mistakes that were inside of the pattern. Of course, I did not get all those kinks out because I still had a nightmare. Oh, I forgot. Another thing I crocheted was a tie. You can actually see it hanging up right here. And right here, another one of my mutuals on TikTok wrote this pattern, and I have some amazing pictures of it. Look at her go. Man, I'm so hot. Anywho, so that was a really cute tie that I really love. My favorite part was accessorizing it, but also was really creative the way that they made it like increase at the bottom and decrease and everything. I could never. Genuinely, I could never. I just love the way they came up with it and was like super cute. And I wish more people would make it. People loved it everywhere I went whenever I wore it, and I wish I wore it out more often, but I just didn't. Now, back to the cathedral sweater. So I was making the second draft, and this was going to be a gift. And then I was literally finished the body, got up to the sleeve part, and then I started my pattern test. I started getting on pattern testers and everything onto the train of this project and everything, and then I found out that I made a bunch of mistakes, so I had to undo the entire thing. So I'm counting that as a project that I did because I almost finished it, but I didn't quite finish it, and the reason why is because like karma's a bitch. I did not write it perfectly, the pattern, so I had to like rewrite it and everything, which kind of sucks. And I'm also sorry that the lighting is like super bad because now it's snowing. I hate Michigan. Why are we like this? Oh my gosh. Basically, I was working on my pattern till the end of the year. So this is like October, November, December. This was absolute hell on earth. I crocheted so many things, it's not even funny. Now you may think, oh, so did you make more projects? I did, but a lot of these things I never saw again because I was making it for other people. Like, I don't remember everything I made and I didn't take pictures. Oh, I also forgot in the middle of the summer, I made this. I don't remember the name of it, but I found it over on that Chinese. I found it over on Douyin, and it was super fun to make. It was also hell on earth, and I ended up Mod Podging it. But then when I put it in the car, it got too hot, and so then the glue melted, and then it got cold again, and it hardened, and so it never actually is completely straight. So I'm gonna have to figure out something, a glue that does not melt in the summertime in the sunshine, because if it does, your piece will start folding inside your car, and so people can't actually tell what it is. They just go, "Oh, you crocheted that?" And you go, "Yeah, I did," because it's not actually like paper straight the way it needs to be. Yeah. So that was fun. I forgot I also made that. There's a lot of small projects in here that I forgot that I made, but I did make them, but I forgot I made them until later on, and I go, oh yeah, I did make that, didn't I? Sorry. Sorry, I made that. I'm sorry. There was another project that I attempted to finish. It was going to be a bag for a friend of mine. It had like a butterfly design on it, but then I realized that friend never gave anything to me, and there was no reason for me to actually finish it, and I actually hated the project in and of itself, so I ended up throwing it away. And I felt so free after that. I felt so free. And I really suggest you should do that too to protect your mental health. All right, so it's 16 minutes now. So at first I thought this was really cute, but we really need to finish this video. Oh my gosh. So next thing on the docket that I made, as I said, was a bunch of samples for my cathedral sweater. So that was like just boring. I was like I was crocheting, but I never really finished something else. But the thing that I did start was the final draft of the cathedral sweater after I finished correcting and writing the entirety of the cathedral sweater, and after dealing with having pattern testers, which is a whole video in and of itself. You can go check over my TikTok, not Hooker, where I talk about it more extensively if you want to see that. But if you don't, I will probably talk about it on this channel extensively too. So yeah, get wrecked. I feel depressed now that the light's here. It's really snowing outside again, and I did not leave my house. You don't need to know this about me. I was in the middle of crocheting like the final draft and getting those things together, and then, no, actually I didn't even start crocheting the final draft yet. I started making gifts for people at the end of November for then Christmas time, because I was so poor, I couldn't really, I didn't have any money, so making something was much smarter than just, buying something. So anyways, started cracking on crocheting. I ended up making some jar openers for my friend, and here is a picture of them. Maybe we'll do a tutorial. I'm going to stop promising things that's not going to happen, though. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. One day it will, though. Anyways, I crocheted a border around for jar openers to make them really cute in the yarn that she picked out, and I also crocheted a Boy Genius pillow. I know, she's so cute, isn't she? I actually ran out of some yarn near the end of it, but that's okay. Ended up working out for the back of it. I forgot what I did exactly, and I don't remember what was the point of all of it. So I ended up running out of white yarn, and I ended up finishing it in gray yarn, and then I did a gray border around instead of doing a white border, but at the end of the day that actually made it come all together. And if you guys would like a pattern of that, I could write one, but I don't feel like it. Comment below if you would like the pattern for that, because I'll do it. I just don't want to, but I could do it. Yeah. I started crocheting a different project for the same person, but then I ended up that I didn't have enough time, so I started something, but I didn't finish it. So that's going to be a project that's going to be have to be finished for this year, because her birthday is in March, and so then that's going to be a whole nother deal in and of itself. And then I also made a bucket hat for my church because we were doing a gift exchange, and I don't like these people a lot, so I decided that I was just going to crochet it. I like them more now, but at the time I was very angry. I'm talking about something that happened last month, but I didn't really like them. So I was like, I'm just going to crochet something. But then they really liked it. It's a bucket hat. They loved it. It's so cute. I don't like it. It's the first time I've ever made a bucket hat, and I don't like it. The last thing that I made in the year of 2025 was the cathedral sweater, which was finally the project that I wanted to be able to finish, that I wanted to make for myself, and I finished it like December something 2025, and I'm so proud of her. She's so pretty. Honestly, I think that's the one project that I'm the happiest about, because it's the one project that I really genuinely love wearing, and I'm so proud of it. And it's great because now whenever I talk about it, I can say that it is my favorite sweater, fully from the beginning to end to completion, even though it was such a pain in the to make. It was really fun to wear, and I do love it. I actually have it in my closet. So this is not a self-promotion, but I will make this into a self-promotion. The cathedral sweater is available on Ravelry for purchase. Just want to search up CATHERAL and then space and then sweater, and then there you go. There's the cathedral sweater. I believe that is everything. Editing actually here. There is one last project that I made. I made this hood for my sister also in December. I knew I crocheted so many things for a bunch of people, and I forgot. Like, I literally just rose up, went to sleep, and I made this. I also made a little keychain of a cricket ball for a friend of mine. It looked like a ball, but I didn't take a picture, so just imagine a ball on a keychain. He liked it, but I don't know. I believe that's actually everything.
It's editor Axa here one more time because I forgot a lot of things that I made. I made a bag and fully lined it, and I also made a hat for my friend on her birthday, and I made a few more keychains, and there's probably more that I made that I didn't include, so here is 5 seconds for honorable mentions in case I didn't forget. Did I forget anything else? Probably did. I keep going through the video and I realize I still didn't mention everything I made, which is crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm kind of making this transition over to YouTube, so guys, please be nice to me. My platforms, I am on TikTok and I'm on Instagram, but I'm planning on primarily posting on here because things are weird on TikTok and I can't be pretty on Instagram all the time. And people like hearing me talk for some reason. So here you guys go, I guess. I have a lot of ideas for this channel in the future. I would like to do more tutorials. I would like to do like tours. One of the things I would love to do is do interviews with other crocheters, and I would also like to kind of do like a podcast maybe with like actual segments and information and everything, and maybe even a Reddit section. So if that's anything you'd be interested in, please like, comment, and follow below. And click that share button, guys. You know, give it some love. I'd really appreciate it. Mainly because it's my first YouTube video and I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. But anyways, I love you guys. What if nobody watches this? Who cares? Who cares, guys? Who cares? I do, actually. I really care terribly. I care terribly about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.